Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Wahyuni. ID student age 02222019. As well as my
My
friends.
name is Nur Samsa, ID student 80222022.
My name is Muhammad Ikram, ID student 80222025.
We are from Group 3, Class B Mathematics Education Study Program, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education from University of Sulawesi Barat. In this video, we will discuss the material properties of parallel lines. Let's look at the following explanation. My name is Wahyuni, ID student age 02222019. Parallel line. First, what is the line? According to the Big Indonesian Dictionary, lines are long, curved, straight, or crooked doodles. Line can be defined as a collection of regular and elongated dots. Unlike a geometric shape, a line has only one dimension, namely length. Until now, the line has several terms including segments or line segments, vertical lines, and authorized, while the meaning of the word parallel in the Big Indonesian Dictionary is in line. Then, what are parallel lines? Lines are points that are collected until there are an infinite number of them, which extend in two directions and are next to each other. The relationship between two lines consists of intersecting, crossing, parallel, and coincide. This relationship will form a certain angle whose magnitude is different. Two lines are said to be parallel if there is a third line which intersects the two lines at a right angle. Two lines are said to be parallel if the location of the two lines has no point of intersection or common point in one plane. The two lines will not meet each other even if they are extended as far as possible. There are various definitions of parallel lines, but apart from differences in conveyance, they can be classified into the following three categories. The first, two straight lines that are in the same plane and do not intersect no matter how far apart they are. The second, two properly aligned straight lines with the same width are parallel. And three, two straight lines that cut a straight line at the same angle are parallel. Two lines in a plane are said to be parallel if they do not intersect, if they are extended infinitely in both directions, as the distance between the two lines is the same, or lines are said to be parallel to each other if the lines lie in one plane and do not intersect if the lines are extended. The sum of the angles that are complementary is 180 degrees. So, it can be concluded that two or more lines are called parallel if they lie in a flat plane, and the line will never meet or intersect if the lines are extended to infinity. And if two lines whose distances between points are not the same and will meet or intersect, then the two lines are not parallel lines. Not all two lines that do not have an intersection point can be said to be parallel. This is because sometimes at first the two lines do not have an intersection point, but after being extended, they will have an intersection point, so that the two lines cannot be said to be parallel.
My name is Muhammad Ikram, ID student 802222025. The symbol for parallel line is IL. Like this, if the lines L and M are parallel to each other, we can write this is element and write as L is parallel to M. Please friend, look at the image. So this is an example of two parallel lines. So line is parallel to line M. Y is its side the line. Have you ever paid attention to the rails at a railroad crossing? If you pay attention to the railroad track, the distance between the two rails will always be the same and will not touch each other. Why is this happening? What happens if their distance changes? Will the two rails intersect? If we take the two railroads above, for example, two railroad as two track, it will look like this. If the line M and line N in the image above are extended to infinity, then the two lines will never intersect. This station is known as the position of parallel line. On parallel lines, the meeting point of the two lines will not ever. Why is that? Because both lines have the same gradient or slope. Therefore, the meeting point will not ever. Therefore, a line and a plane are said to be parallel if the line and plane have no intersection points. Look at the picture below. What do you think about the two towers of the alphabet seen in the picture on the side? Are the, are the two towers parallel? Two planes or lines are said to be parallel if located in same plane has no intersection point. The distance is always fixed, or the same are the two towers of the alphabet parallel. Yes, because it fulfills the condition of two parallel planes. The field in question is the road selection on the bridge. It's impossible for the two towers to intersect. The distance between the two towers will always be the same. Properties of parallel lines. The first of the point outside the line can be drawn exactly one line parallel to that line. The second, if a line intersects one of two parallel lines, that line will also intersect the second line. The third, if a line is parallel to two other lines, that, then the two lines are also parallel to one another.
My name is Nur Samsa. I the student 802222022. Next, properties of parallel lines. In the picture above, point A and B when connected will create a line. Name line M. The frame point C with is on the line M. If a line is drawn parallel to the line to cross the point, it turns out that parallel lines can only be made. Mainly, name line N according to the description above the proportion about at the point outside the line can be drawn exactly one line parallel to that line. Now consider the following picture in the figure above. Line M is parallel to line N and line E intersects the x-axis at point P. If line E intersects line M and point P is excited, the line I will intersect line N and the one point, null point at Q. Asserting the description above the proposed above are. If a line intersects one of two parallel lines, the line will also intersect line second line. Now consider the following picture. In the picture above, it is known that lines M, lines K, and line I are parallel to each other or can be written as K parallel M parallel N. According to the description above, the properties of the next are: if I lines is parallel to two other lines, the two lines are also parallel to one others. What shape has parallel lines? Some examples are square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezoid. Example of parallel lines in everyday life. Let's look at the environment around us. There are many examples or parallel lines in everyday life, both as objects that can be us or can only be seen. Some examples are zebra crossing, road tax, husbands, districts on the equator, and many others. Next, which lines are parallel lines? Parallel lines are two lines that do not intersect but have the same slope, so they are parallel to one another. Parallel lines in the figure are lines A and C, lines A and I, also like G and H.